Hello. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening. It's your Blue Archive Gacha Whale, beginner artist Seprelimed, and your boy, Tosan Yu. Welcome to the art stream. For today, I will be drawing Juufuutei Raden from Hololive ReGloss. So, next week I think there will be hair event with I think what was his birthday? Yes. So I'm kinda like preparing for that as well. I'm not really sure what I can do if I do something birthday themed, but yeah, in any case, I will try to do something, and yeah, I'm not really sure like what kind of person actually I do know I watched her debut, but I don't really know if she's like the type to like drink coffee or tea, you know, like those kind of small things. But since she is like looking elegant, even though she as a person is not, I guess I can do something. Yeah, let's have a cup of tea, coffee, you know, whatever, and draw her like that, but in a funny way. I loved like her characteristics for like the debut. Not really sure if you guys know anything. There are like some people who only watch clips and don't watch their debuts, or like big events like 3D lives or anything. But it was like surprising to me. Oh, your favorite VTuber is Friend, Giakami Fubuki, but they're like the types who never watch their debuts, who are like actively watching their 3D lives, for example, like the big events that are like rivaling Hololive Holofests, you know, kind of like big planned events. So yeah. But everyone has like their own time management, you know. It's just like, you know, if you like self-proclaim this is my waifu, you know, like if you proclaim like something like that and you don't even invest that much time into her, you will be like roasted, memed, you know. It's like the thing. I know, like in the Hololive community, it's like kind of a meme, you know, when that's like, she's my wife, and when they say something like, I love you, and it's like, that was meant for me. It's like when there is like something like this delusion, there's this illusion, you know, of like, yeah, that you as a fan can actually get to have like a chance with the VTuber, then it's like, take your freaking pills, you know, take your pills, you know. There would be like a lot of memes. It's just like, take your meds and get well soon, something like that. And even like some Hololive members, I know, like for Indonesia, they have like something like that, of like GWS, 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 and it's like, get well soon. It's like kind of the running gag. But yeah, I like it when it's like used this way. But when people really have like this kind of problem, it's like, okay, that's weird. Any case, you guys are like doing well, that you are like healthy, like not only physically but also like mentally, regarding the kind of things of waifus, you know. VTubers, they're like nice, they have like nice personality, they're like real compared to actual anime characters, you know. But because they're human, it doesn't really mean that you have a chance with them. In the end, they like chose a kind of VTuber thing to like not show their face, you know, have like their identity like protected, kind of, you know. They're like this kind of ways where you can like actually succeed in the world without like showing, without revealing your identity, right? Which is like pretty interesting. There's like nothing like yet in the terms of like, or ancient YouTubers, kind of, you know, like this kind of era of PewDiePie or like Markiplier, no, nothing like that where they have like 50 or like triple digits on like millions, you know. What's triple digits? Like 7 figures? It's already reachable, but what's about 8 figures, 9 figures, you know? My favorite VTuber is Tosan, he just like me. For real, for real. Thank you. And also, welcome, Hello 8 to the art stream. I'm drawing Juufuutei Raden from ReGloss, Hololive ReGloss. Yeah, but even though I can be like someone's favorite, you know, and like VTuber have like the advantage of like, yeah, they can hide that, they don't have to reveal their identity necessarily, but yeah, what about like 7 figures, like 1 million is like reachable, yeah, but what about like 8 figures, you know, like 10 million, like you know, there are like even some who reach like 9 digits, you know, like did I mention that name? Let's not mention them. Sometimes I do not decide to talk about other streamers, you know. Like a lot of you will get there soon? Yeah, probably, if I keep it up for a long while. Give me like 10 years, I guess. You're getting close to 500? Yeah, I know. It is like faster than expected, to be honest. Like the growth. I was like thinking that I will take for like 100 subs, maybe a full year. But it's got its proper expectations, kind of. I think like before I did live streams for like Blue Archive speedruns, and when I would do like read-alongs, I would like upload videos, I guess. Like main story read-alongs. And some of the videos I actually did like pretty well. I did it like, I don't know, like, was it every 2 days, every 3 days, maybe like weekly one time, you know? There was like a time where I was like watching videos as well of like those read-alongs of like main stories, and I was like, I want to do that too. So I did that. And some of them did pretty well. It was like interesting perspective of like, okay, what episodes is like, are like, okay, I wanna see the reaction of that, and what's like, okay, I'm gonna skip that, you know. There are also like people who like watch every single kind of episode where there's like a read-along reaction, you know. But yeah, it's like interesting to see, to like narrow it down. Of course, I like live streams, kind of, you know, but I do like those nowadays instead of like doing the live videos. But yeah, to be honest, like I have like everything recorded for like the volume F, but still I haven't like uploaded everything. Maybe I'm like lazy to like upload, you know, not upload, but lazy to like edit nowadays. I can edit, kind of, make it like as short as possible, that I like skip like the victory screen, everything, you know, that's like more, that it's like more immersive with like staying locked into the story, kind of, but yeah. But it's like, was like how I started, you know, like actually doing the video uploads for something really niche. And sometimes I see like people who are like kind of craving, like on Discord servers, for like those kind of content, that they have like kind of a list of like non-JP VTuber who actually like do read-alongs, reactions of like the main story for Blue Archive or like event story. There are like, only on one hand I can count, but probably there are like more. To be honest, I don't have that much time anymore to like watch some. But sure can be interesting. Like see the first reaction of someone reaching like Eden Treaty climax or like volume F, you know. Maybe like those emotional moments, like volume 1, let's say like battle between adults. This was like my favorite scene, you know. This was like actually like one of the first things that got me to like really appreciate the sensei, and then the whole theme of the story of like that adults are like there to take responsibility, like that this was like challenging like this kind of thing, like black suits kind of view regarding what you're like supposed to do as adult, what is the meaning of that, and then like sensei's point of view. And then maybe this is like the kind of moment where I also like realize all answers, all choices are good. I kinda read in all of S1. It was like not a, you know, there's like not really a dialogue tree. It's just like, this is like when sensei speaks. It's like not in a separate text box, you know, disguised as choices. But if you like play for long enough, you actually like noticed, yeah, this is not a choice, this is sensei's dialogue. And this was like kind of interesting to use it like that. And surprise, other games do the same, kind of. I saw that for Starseed Arsenia Trigger, where the main character has the power of like using the Starseed to like heal others. Take my Starseed. It's just like a dirty joke, kind of. But it can like work out, you know. I mean, done that done. This is the story of like a dude who lost his balls in this wiener, I guess. so whack. But because you gave like the author freedom, they were also able to like input something meaningful into the whole story. A lot of people, like some people of the West, you know, like who are like not really familiar with Japan's games, do like think you could do that without, but sometimes you need like something to hook in, you know, like something really absurd, something really like weird, and then people are like, what is this weird thing? People like pay attention to, you know. Then yeah. And then they get like baited in to like actually read, and then yeah. His goal to get his balls back. Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. Okay, I came to like the topic of Dandadan because of like Starseed Asnya Trigger, like this one gacha game. They even like got inspired by the Momo talk, and then it's included something like an Instagram for like those girls, you know. And every time you like choose to interact with them more, it unlocks like new photos kind of, and you can like see more about them. Like if you follow like friends, for example, and they like post stuff of their daily life, let's say they go to the gym, you know, and then they have to like the workouts, or like if they go to a restaurant, then they take a photo of like what they eat. You know, this like are like subtle but really interesting like ways to like show more of the ins and outs of like characters, you know. Star Trigger. Yeah, Starseed Asnya Trigger. It got to my attention when Kali did like a cover song with English transliteration of like Brave New Worlds, like the promotion song for Starseed Asnya Trigger. And it's really banger, since it's like written by the music composer, what's she called? Something with Bless 4. He did like the opening song for Kantai Collection, example, and this was like pretty banger. And it's like a name you didn't heard like since 2015, 2012, kind of. But yeah, it's cool that they got like a legend into like doing music again. This was like interesting. Yeah, it's not that long. It's like up until here. But yeah, because of like that, I also like watched a stream regarding like Asna Trigger, just to have like insight on how it looks like. Yeah, it was like kind of it was decent. It was like out of 10, I would like give it a 7 so far. But it was like pretty cultured, and yeah, I can expect like more from that. I'm not really sure like what the origin is of that. If it's like made in KR, if it's like made in China, you know, or like in Japan. But I have to look like into that. They had like for sure like JP voice acting in there. But let's say it's like Chinese, then they're like forced to input like Chinese voiceover as well, since like of some kind of regulations. I think it's like kind of newer, like with this regulation. I remember like an Azur Lane, or like Arknights that are like, for example, Chinese gacha games. It was from the very beginning only JP voiceover. At some point they also included Chinese, and it's like, okay, why? You know? Because I already liked it with the Japanese, and this was like the kind of standard because weebs watch anime, and it's like JP dubbed, right? But also like the thing that there's not only anime in Japan, but it also gets like produced in Korea, in China, you know, they have like those donghwas kind of, those like what the anime are called there. And actually they are good, they can like rival some of the creator studios like A1, Madhouse, Toei, Sunrise, Mappa, you know, something like that. So I'm kinda curious. I mean, like Arknight's PV animations, you know, they look like kind of nice. And I saw like some kind of compilations, fan-made, on how they use those kind of animation pieces to be like Arknight's anime opening, you know, something like that. Just like randomly, like those kind of random videos. I would like to say low effort, but actually there was like put effort into it to like make it appear like it's an anime opening, which was like kinda cool. But yeah, it's like kinda edgy like with Arknights, you know, because like post-apocalyptic, and when they're like there's like some illness going on into the whole world of Arknights, you know, like Oripashi, that they're like some minerals, like rocks are like growing onto their skin, and if it's like fully enveloped, then they're like turning into monsters, something like that, which was like kind of interesting. But those kind of Oripashi, this kind of sickness, can give them powers as well, so it's like kind of a double-sided, double-edged sword, yeah. And yeah, it's kind of the premise. And then, or at least like this is the setting, but you play like as the doctor who has amnesia kind of, but you're like kind of from an organization who actually have like a cure for that, and their goal is like to like save everyone kind of. For now it is only like they can treat it to like slow it down and like regulate it, but not fully heal it yet, kind of. And then there's like another organization like Reunion, who are actually like fighting against all those people who like suppress them, kind of. So there's like one side who wants to collect one with the sickness and like help them, and then there's like one other group, you know, who have like the sickness, and then they're like against all of those who are like healthy, and now not necessarily in the sense of like those healthy ones, but those who are healthy or like those who are sick, but it's like they gatekeep those kind of things. Sometimes those who are like healthy are like the cause, or like anything else, like you know, there can be like a whole organization going on that goes like against them, kind of. And yeah, they can be like really, they're like terrorists kind of. If I understand it correctly, like what the Reunion is. I haven't like played a long while. I watched like the anime adaptation, like first episode is like wonderful. Afterwards it falls like a little bit off. But yeah, I watched like the entire anime as well. Like I would like say the best way to enjoy to like consume Arknight's story is via the anime. I tried like for a long while like with the game, but it's so hard to read and hard to like consume. You know, sometimes I told you like about the thing like with event story, for example, or like story in general. In Korea, in Japan gacha games, they made it so that like farming and story stages are separated. You know, sometimes they're like, let's say in Blue Archive, a tactical mobile gacha RPG game. There are like hard mission stages. You can do them each time 3 times, right? And after you use it up, it will like refresh automatically. But if you don't use up the hard stage counter, you know, like 3 times a day, it will just cap at the number of 3. It will like not go like 6 out of 3 or like 9 out of 3, but it's like stays at 3 out of 3, for example. In some events of like those Chinese gacha games of like, let's say like Arknights, for example, and in Reverse 1999 and everything, they have this issue. In order to like efficiently use up, you have to clear all the story stages / farm stages. Those are like united there, probably to like save storage or whatever, I don't know. But you have like to go through that first. Okay. I start the stage. I read like a cutscene, a story part for like 10 minutes. They're gonna introduce you into the setting, right? They do like information dump. And they introduce you like the main characters there. This takes like 10 minutes. Then there's a battle scene, a battle part of that kind of prologue. You finish it 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Because like Arknights is a tactical game, you know, you have to like use your brain sometimes. You can't like unga bunga most of the times. Then you're like done. And then more 10 minutes more info dumping, more introduction characters, who's the enemy, whatever, and then yeah, and it like continues over and over again that you like waste 25 minutes for each stage until you're like, you know, done, until you use like everything up of like the 3 out of 3s, for example. And yeah, for Girls Frontline, for example, they have like the same issue. The gameplay is top. This is like tactical kind of, you know, like XCOM but with waifus. But man, I do dislike when they have like a lot of things that slow you down, and I hate it when I get slowed down. I don't know when it like came, but probably thanks to like those Chinese gacha games, this kind of new hatred like came up. Or let's say like this, like hatred is like a really strong word. But sometimes when I get really pissed, I do like think it is hatred. It wastes a lot of your time. For Korean gacha games, for well, actually in Fronthouse 2 it's not that, but actually for event stories they actually separated or whatever, yeah. Korean gacha games and Japanese gacha games understand that really well on like how much time this consumes, and even like all Japanese gacha games do like the same. That they actually respect your time. It's just like, why don't the Chinese like learn? Like they are really like smart, high tech and everything. Like the technology potential is like really strong, and they keep inventing a lot of things, you know, like in the market kind of world, they're also like strong. A lot of things that you like maybe possess and like shop are like made in China, for example, like products, kind of, you know, like devices. But yeah, if it comes like to gacha games with like the time management of like story event stages, you know, like story farming stages. There's like this kind of issue of like the management, or like this kind of quality of life, and like with toilets maybe. Like public toilet is like, bleh. If it comes like to toilets indoors, they don't necessarily have like one build where you can like take a dump, you know. Sorry for those who eat. But for that they have like public toilets, and those are like, you know, if you only use those public toilets for like taking a dump, and you know, like the population of like China, it's like the most dense ones, it's like, yeah, there will be a lot of people who use the same toilets, and then it can like be that it gets like really dirty and stinky, and it's like, Okay, I'm kind of ranting, but those are like things I don't really enjoy. I rant about it because I like gacha games. The toilets are like unrelated, I guess. But it was like one thing I read in a book, and I was like kind of like interested in like looking the culture of like it. Before you criticize, do research, you know, something like that. Then you can be more educated. Maybe it will change your mind, or it will be like, oh, I found more flaws, you know, kind of thing. Like if you want to look for flaws into someone, you can like find a lot, but it's a waste of time. But I stumbled upon it, and it's like, okay, I guess it's information I learned for now. But yeah, other than that, I don't look too much into it. Unless I'm interested, I don't really like go out of my way. It has to be something I like are interested in, like, you know, like enjoy. If it's like for reasons like, you know, to hate on something, then my motivation is like pretty low, you know. I don't really like to waste time with that anymore. Like my rants with Blue Archive are also like related to like the things I like, you know, like, because I like the Blue Archive. And there's localization team, but I don't do like further research because there's nothing else, you know. They don't like disclose a lot of like information, which is like good to like limit the damage that can be like done. But yeah. The one thing that made it like more bearable is maybe the Korean community. They listen to their Korean fan base, player base, let's say that, player base. If it weren't for them, then yeah, it would be not so bearable. Actually, by the way, I actually got to read the dev letter regarding like reducing from a 6-month gap to a 3-month gap. I was like not really sure what it was because it didn't really reach me the information. Like I didn't saw like the forum post or the in-game notification because I kind of logged in very early to the day when I kept it like open in the live 2D player, the live LD player, since the morning, like even like before I started the stream, and I didn't read the notice, kind of. Only like after the stream, like yesterday, where it was like asked from one viewer. But yeah, I guess it's can be good and bad. The thing is like the content will like come out earlier, the events and the gacha banners, and especially for like gacha banners can be like kind of like you know, especially for those who are like meta. That means you have to spend more, or plus, and or you have to be like really lucky with your gacha pulls to like constantly rank high. Let's say that. So like for those people who are like competitive, especially those who don't spend that much money, let's say they're like fish level, you know, like only the monthlies and bi-weeklies packs, they will have like a problem to like catch up. And then it's like kind of the decision making on like, okay, do I spend 150 bucks to 240 bucks or like 170 pulls worth of pyroxene? Or do I stick with the 20 bucks per month? Or like, you know, 24k pyroxenes each month, you know? You can like play the time game on like slowly gaining pyroxenes that are enough for like one banner, you know? With like dailies, you know, and everything, and like getting plat in raids, you know? Or do you use like more money to get like instantly more pyroxenes, you know? It's like the thing. And the thing is like, the passive kind of income is a lot better than the immediate one, price-wise. What happens if you like accelerate it, you know? If you like do from 6 months gap to 3 months gap, you maybe have to spend more money. Yeah, pull out your wallet. Like you have to like really pay more to like keep up with the meta and get like high rank. I don't know if this Chinese gamer called Neva will win more as a result of that. Maybe not. Am I whale about everything on this on sale offer? Yeah, they like restocked the pyroxene packs in like the 8,000 pyroxene stash, right? And they have like something on the special sale like selector tickets, like extra gift tickets. This was like with the red roses, you know, this kind of gift pack, for example. Or like the AP packs, like those one for 360 AP and this one for 900 AP. Is the only free-to-play complaining about it? Yeah, I guess. But it's like kind of natural. It's a reaction. But you have to do your dailies and you have to do your raids to like get enough pyroxenes. If you're like only like halfway in and then you want to put on a banner, it's your own fault that you don't have enough pyroxenes. Like if you do your, like it's a free-to-play, let's say, like without the monthly and bi-weekly packs that are like, you know, giving you rewards daily, like without those, you can really get maybe about 18k, 12k pyroxenes each month, you know? But if you only do it halfway, yeah, it's like about 1/4 of a banner. Selector ticket is good, yeah. I wish they bring limited student on list just like Princess Connect. Oh yeah, this would be wonderful. This would be wonderful. But it makes sense, like suppose you are not lucky in gacha, you at least have like, with the selector tickets, a little bit of a safety net. Does the Princess Connect have element? Yeah, Princess Connect was like pretty good. It's a Japanese gacha game. They had like a lot of balance. And since you had like 3 years of foresight kind of, there was like such a gap between global and JP server, you could like really catch up to like veteran players if you like plan your pulls kind of. as a free-to-play, like you spent not a single dime on the game. I heard that like from Dr. Practic when he was like ranting about it, compared to like Blue Archive, like being able to like catch up as free-to-play to like a veteran. And Dr. Practic is like really, he had like the fastest growth among us Blue Archive players. Was like the one guy who like within 6 months of playtime got like rank 1 in Torment Gregorius, yes, like in EU. He had like one mock run where it was like, yeah, it would like beat every server. Are people not happy about the elements for Princess Connect? Yeah, I can see that. To be honest, I was like casual Princess Connect player. I didn't really read the story, but I was like watching the anime and maybe like some event stories there. The minigames were like kind of fun. I didn't have much time, but what they did like right is like separating events, like farming stages and like story stages. Also like for the main story and like the farming stages in general, they separated everything. And this was like wonderful for like daily grinding. And then it was like, okay, if I have time, I will read it. And if I have to use my own units, they're like already strong enough, you know? Like this was like why you grind it and everything. You were a tryhard Princess Connect, yeah? Killer for everyone's bosses, fantastic. What I enjoyed about Blue Archive, Princess Connect was also that there were like guides on the internet. And when there was like a certain boss I have a problem with, or like the towers kind of gameplay modes, there were like guides on YouTube, you know, like, okay, how to auto this boss, or like how to manually defeat the boss. And I had to sometimes switch between auto manual, so on like timing the skills usages, or like the shield kind of skills, or like DPS, or like healing, you know, buffing, since they had like certain durations kind of. And this was like kind of cool. You had like guides there. But I would also like see that some people like flex with like free-to-play options or like farmable characters. It had like everything kind of. Some gave Excel sheets of everyone princess characters, what to max or not max. Yeah, not. I kind of like that. And they had like team builds for like PvP kind of. I always use the standard one, but I was like noticing, oh, the PvP is like kind of bad. Like in Blue Archive, if you get like to a timeout and you have like the most HP left, you know, you would win. But in Princess Connect and PvP, especially those with 3 teams, you only win if you beat the defense. If they stall you out until timeout, they still would win, like the defense team would win still. Like either like the HP bar gets down, then it would lead the win to one side, or like timeout on your side and you would lose. Defense team was like an advantage because there are 2 win conditions, you only have 1, kind of. I say Blue Archive way much better. Yeah, PvP, Blue Archive is better. Like when there's timeout, the team with the most HP wins. Or yeah, either timeout, more HP, or you actually wipe out the other team. And since Blue Archive PvP meta is getting really fast, like in this season you can't stall onto timeout really. Like thanks to Shirko, swimsuit gets a lot faster. Then you have like Shun and like as a combination there, and then yeah, PvP gets fast. And there's like not really unbeatable defense team. Every team has like a counterplay, and player from Taiwan, they would like really try hard. They like camp around the top 30, top 20 kind of area. And then they be like, okay, you can attack me, I drop my defense, you know, they like do something like that, like PvP groups. I heard something about that. We sometimes call them jokingly like Chinese Mafia. Thank God I'm very impatient. I don't have to wait 6 months to get a student. I can do it in 3 months. Yeah, but... yeah, I guess. If you care like about competitive, this can be like really bad, kind of. Means you have to spend more in short amount of time. You have even to use like the worst pyroxene monthly option, you know? There's like the one for 8,000 pyroxenes. You can only purchase them 3 times and then you have to wait for anniversary to restock them. Then there are the monthly pyroxene stash that are like, I think 6,600 pyroxenes. Those are like 8,800 pyroxenes like in a month. This is like... $160 pulse, 160 pulse. If you use them up, those are only like 3 times in a month. If you don't have anything of those, they're like the permanents 4,800 pyroxenes, right? And if you buy them 3 times, actually let's say it's like this pack once, is like 35 pulls. No, it's 4,800, 4 pulls, 40 pulls. And like X3, it's like 120 pulls. There's like much difference. Like 30 pulls difference to like the 3 times a monthly. Or like the 8,000 for like 3 times every 6 months, you know? Yeah. Yeah, basically 1 pity pull. 6,600 3 times for monthly. 8,000 for 1 time, yeah. The 8,000 are the best. The 6,600, so like monthly, 3 times for monthly, are the second best. You have like 150 pulls. But those for 4,800 are the worst. Those are like 120 pulls, let's say if you do it monthly. But sometimes you don't have a better choice. Means you have like to spend more, let's say when the banner really get like accelerated. I just want more ELEV, yeah. But yeah, if you like someone who doesn't care too much about meta, you can skip them, just wait for fast banner and then go all out there. Let's say that. One of our members in our club does it like this way. Like my club called Medium is Premium. Like Cat does that. CAD. Unless there's like a character he really needs once. Like Kisaki, you know, those are gonna be like basic need. He like waits until Fes, you know. Like characters like Aku, Himari, Campare, Neo Kayoko, like those buffers that don't really need like max investment. Chioko, swimsuit, you know, those are super important to pull on. If there's like nothing important like that, normally free-to-play player would like wait until Fest, right? And then use up the double rate up for 3 stars to the advantage. So either it's like this kind of thing, you know, that you just like skip and then important banners. And maybe waifu. Maybe like what character you like. That's like the kind of approach. I'm a meta guy, I need students to help me for speedrun. Then yeah, then you want to like pull on every banner afterwards. Chi Pao Tomoe, Chi Pao Marina, Chiaki, Satsuki, Pajama Noah, Pajama Yuka. I was like doing a list kind of. This is like until the Noah and Yuka thing. Sakurako, Mari in the idol outfit, Kisaki, Reijo. Those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. let's say Chiaki, if you like Bina to speedrun 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 students. Those are 10 students. So you need 240k pyroxenes for that. Yeah, if you want to speedrun, Tomoe, Marina, Chipao are used. Kisaki is always needed, so that's also like one banner. Reijo banner, Satsuki, Chiaki, Mari, Sakurako, Noah, Yuka. Those are like 10 students. Yeah, those are all like important. For Gebura, you need Yuka and Satsuki. Mari, Sakurako, idle, and Mine idle is farmable, but yeah, you have to like probably spend like 60 10 pulls worth of pyroxenes to like get her to like U40. If not, you have to like do 9x refreshes. This means like 80 pulls in a 2-week span. So for people who don't know like what I'm talking about, Blue Archive, this is like a mobile gacha game, tactical military RPG game, which has like a lot of schoolgirls with guns, pretty much. So nothing like post-apocalyptic like in Arknights or Girls Frontline. Nothing like that. It's like pretty lighthearted. And there's like a kind of meta like with raids. Let's say like there are like 2 different kind of raids. Those are like ones where you speedrun and ones where you want to clear, like tower kind of system. And they have like funny named bosses like Chokma, you know, where you can make like a lot of like nuts jokes, you know, these nuts jokes with that. But there are like some that are like really hard, cool looking, you know, which have good music. What about Marina and Tomoe Chipao? Are those needed? Yes. Tomoe Chipao is needed for like Kaiten speedruns, because she can not only buff your team members, but she can also like debuff the Kaiten rangers if they like get sucked in. Like they get poisoned, they get like debuffed, something like that. And she's like a premium jury, you know? She can pull in enemies into there. Then you can affect their positioning to like hit several enemies at once with Aru or like Dressina, you know, like this. And this is super strong. And Chipao Marina is used in yellow Chokma. She's like important there for like applying the debuffs, multiple debuffs, and to deal damage as well. That's like why she's like the equivalent to like DJ Saori for like blue Chokma, blue armor Chokma. Maybe equivalent to like Reijo as well, I don't know. Like DJ Saori does like chill damage, right? I think Marina was like poison. Yes, poison. And she does more damage when the enemy is like poisoned. Yes, something like that. So something like an auto attacker and like debuffer. It's just like interesting. This is like the skill mechanics for like Chokma. That when like debuffs are on the enemy, we do more damage. That's like why Shioko cycling is gonna make a comeback here. Unexpected, but this is like really like the old student meta, right? They are like kind of like unexpectedly useful for like later raids. Okay, almost 1 hour has passed. I'm gonna clean up a little bit, since I think like I'm pretty much done with the rough line art. But I need to like make sure that the balance is like okay. I'm looking at banners. Okay, great. But yeah, if you want to speedrun on everything, it's gonna be expensive for wallet kun, credit card kun. I was like making a plan too on like pulling everything, but looking at my... If it's like everything like not in 6 months but 3 months, this is gonna be expensive. If you're like 8,000 stash on pyroxenes on like 6,600 monthly stash are also running out. Then maybe you have to buy the 4,800, which is like the worst deal. Say you're like unlucky in gacha pulls, when it's like that. It's really expensive, but it's what it is. Yeah, pretty much. Like I know that JP players, they like really keep the game running because they get unlucky. I see like tweets from Mitsukiyo where he's like always putting on like those important banners, and then he always has to like spark them because he didn't got the surprise discount from Arona. It's always like Arona, and then you have like the anger emoji. I also saw that like in Shioko Terror and Armored Hoshino, kind of, that they had like 400 recruitment points calculated when they commented like dot kind of, or they posted the result but no answer, you know, no message or the chat. But yeah, it's still like, it can be really painful. It's like not as worse as like FGO, but it can happen that like red up is a scam. For me, Raid Up was somewhat a scam in like Hoshino Shioko Terror banner. I pulled only on Shioko Terror's banner, but then I got like a surprise book that like the limited anniversary student Hoshino spawned in there. And then yeah. It can happen, yes, but this was unexpected. They have like the same chance on like other 3-star students to like spook you. Also like includes Mika, it includes like Wakamu, it includes Dressina, it includes swimsuit Hoshino, you know? They can randomly spook you there, like other fair students. You're very lucky. Yeah, I think so. The worst thing is like to get 400 recruitment points, like do 400 pulls, but don't get the rate up, you know? Then you have like to spend 2 sparks on them. And only to spend 1 spark for 2 students on like a double fast banner, right? So this was like kind of cool. I saw people spend like 600 as well, you know, because it was like double rate up and they were like more or less new. They like saved up so many pyroxenes and pull tickets for this moment. And then yeah, makes sense. But those double rate up only like works for 10 pulls, not for single pulls. So I'm not really sure when I'm gonna use my single pull tickets. Maybe if I get really desperate, I guess. If I have to spark, and I feel like not confident that I will get surprise discount. There was a time where I used like single pull tickets on a S banner. I think like what was that? I think it was a Mika. It was a Mika banner. 1.5 years ago, I think. Yeah, doesn't look so. Apply color, then call it a day. Hmm. The line weight. There are like some things I'm not really satisfied with. Let me try something more. My worst part was Kasumi Ichika banner. I suppose you had like a scam there going on, no surprise discount, and maybe not a lot of free stars. Yeah, this sucks. There were like some people who wanted to like speedrun on Kurokage. I think you got a better rank than mine. I think I was like rank hunting there still. I was like not slacking, I was rank hunting. But yeah, the RNG, for example, in Kurokage is like terrible as well. It has like something to do with the eye mechanic. That can hit like any of your students. It's like similar to like Kuro. Kuro's RNG on like which student he does auto attack with like his birds he like throwing at you. Or it wasn't feathers, I don't know. But it was something like that. That 2 students in Torment get like feathered and then he can like kind of one-shot them. Then you had like to gamble a 50-50 or like 25% chance that they will not hit you, hit your students. They do like one of those bird attacks, you know, afterwards they like go back to like their cartwheel attacks, something like that. You had like to gamble that every time he's like out of the cartwheel attack and does like auto attack, that he doesn't hit your feathered students, that can get one-shotted. Especially if they're like heavy armor. What heavy armor can get one-shotted. If it's like light armor, they can take maybe 3 hits something. Yeah. But for the most part, it was like heavy armor because like, okay, Urban, our best students are like Haruna in that moment. We had like no Maid Arise, for example. And then it was like, yeah. But even with Maid Arise, she can't like tank everything. So you had like to also like kind of like pray. Maid Arise made it like easier to like with the tanking aspect, but you had to like crit like multiple attacks. And I think this was like the annoyance this whole run. I was first place. Yeah. The suck part, I was in the club back then. Yeah, we couldn't like land into the leaderboard I like created, you know. And Raden took my place. Yeah, Raden was like rank 1 actually. Actually, I planned to do more than like the leaderboard result graphics, you know. But like make something bigger that includes like every single ranking, like every result graphic is, in there. You know, that I like calculate every ranking and then decide who's the best gamer in like the club, who's like the best, who had like the most rank 1s, for example. Then I do something like a power ranking, you know, something like that. But it takes like a lot of time since I have not only to do the graphics, but I have like to take every kind of result, calculate, you know. I think it doesn't take much time for like calculations, but I have to decide on a certain day to like put my energy into it. I don't think it needs motivation, but I just have to like need to find time to do it finally. Maybe like on a morning I will like start. Maybe it can be like a project of like several days. But if I can do it like within 3 hours, it would be fantastic. I think like the graphic will take longer, but it can be like creative and fun process to like do things using visuals. I did something like, yeah, only like for Smash Bros I did like some result graphics, I do pretty much understand the creative process. It's like similar to like when I did manga manuscripts. That you had like some things like composition and I did like certain RPG, text RPG websites, and that was like able to play a little bit with like graphics around and like in combination with text. It was like mostly like that. It looked like almost like a website. I only like used like very few HTML codes. Or some codes I copied it from other websites, programmers, you know. I was like kind of like trying to make it as fast and easy as possible. If it's like web design, just web design kind of. Designing is like easier than like actually programming. But yeah, if you guys like try hard, it will like get shout out or rewarded. It will not be only in text, but I will make like something. But you know, I look forward to like Gebura, and the new difficulty attack. I think like not a lot of people will like try to do it, but I would like to do something as a like prize money, you know, something like that. Sometimes we have like events in the EU branch club room where we have to include the guests in there and like every club member. And then it's like about giveaways or like, okay, we reach a new difficulty, everybody can like one team this boss or like two team it. It's like the easiest tournament, for example, and it's like whoever gets the best score gets like prizes. We have like for top 3 like prizes, something like that. And I would like say for people who like try Lunatic and are getting like in top 3 within the club, or like the whole EU clubs in handholder server in general will get prizes. It was like in this case for like the past things with like Steam gift cards, right? Because doing it like with money can be like borderline you know, prohibited. So do it like with gift cards, right? I was like thinking about doing something like that when Lunatic difficulty is like available. That means you have to pull on 4 characters. Actually like 5. Fubuki, swimsuit Fubuki, but she's in the past now. Yeah, now you have to like pray that she spooks you. So it is like swimsuit Fubuki. You have to pray that you already have her. You need to build like swimsuit Atsuko. You have to build thing Reijo? No, was Reijo the thing? What is that deal? No, okay, not Reijo. So like 2 characters like Atsuko and Fubuki, you have to build her. But like pulling in the future, it's like Satsuki, Idle Mari, Idle Sakurako. You have to build Mine, Idle Mine, and you have to pull Yuka. So like 4 students you have to pull the future. Right now, welfare wise, swimsuit Atsuko and Idle Mine. You have to like, you need both of them. 4 banners that are like, oh, there's a lot. 96k pyroxenes you need. And Satsuki wants you E4 at the very least. But she's like one of the main damage dealers there because it's like the kind of mechanic where like the special students get like buffed. Like Sakurako has like this mechanic where she like buffs special students. I think Mine can do something similar, maybe Mari. Not really actually, let me check. No, she has dots. What about Mine? No, Mine doesn't have it as well. She has like something like survivability. So it's only like Sakurako. Yeah, only Sakurako. Yeah, something like that. So like a kind of tournament thing, more or less. Or raid where you need to be aware. So if you have like the Tsubuki, and if you have Satsuki, yeah, you need like 2 UE50s there. Maybe UE40 for Sakuraka as well. I think maybe 3 is okay, I don't know. But yeah, there are like plans for that. The gift cards. You need to be within the EU, I think. Not really sure. Yeah, I would like say EU. I wouldn't like give it out to But actually it can be like server-wide. Like not only like in one server but like multiple servers. Since it's just like, okay, submit your score and then we check like who has the highest score. Something like that. Yeah, pretty much. I did like organize tournaments before. One time online and several times like offline. I actually like helped running those. I kinda like no, but if it's like online, it's like I only did it one time. A little bit experience is there, but it was like a different situation as well. But this is like more like a qualifier tournament, and not necessarily like one I have to like constantly monitor for like, let's say, 4 to 6 hours. Like it's offline, it's not really that difficult. You're like on your seat where like easy to reach. Players would like play out their games. Then they come like towards you after they like finish their set and be like, okay, I won 2-0 or like from 2-1, you know, and then I just like input the results into them. Into the bracket, and then I would like tell them, okay, the winner plays against this player, he looks like this and this, he's like right there, and then for the loser I do like the same. Either it's like, okay, you're like out of the bracket, thank you for gaming, feel free to play friendlies, or if there's like in the bracket, it's like, yeah, like loser side, let's say like in the bracket it's like, okay, you play against this player, their name is like this and this, they look like this and this, you can find them here and there. Play on this setup, something. If they would play on stream, then I can just like directly like input the scores into the bracket when every time a game is like won or like lost, you know. Like because I like monitor the game already, which is like running on stream and or like onto the big beamer screen, you know. And a lot of this can be like in case of like grand finals, you know, where like most players are already done with a bracket, and then it's like the decision on like going outside eat, maybe eat and like watch the grand finals, you know, like whatever they like please to do. There are like many kind of options there after you like lost in like a Smash Bros bracket. It's like pretty much the monitoring kind of thing, and then like making sure that the score like inputted correctly. Sometimes you like report the characters, and then it can be like interesting for the database to like know like what characters have been used in the specific matchup, you know. And this can be like really helpful for like Smash database, since they kind of like track like for character results, something like that. There's like a lot of going on, and I have like experience in like this kind of matter. And yeah, I think like if I do something like a Blue Archive kind of qualifier kind of tournament, it's gonna be like not that super difficult as well. I'm just gonna wait for people to report a score, and that's about it. To be honest, you could do the same kind of tournament thing with like Perot, because technically everyone can get 40 million. Then it would give like a lot of motivation, you know, because everybody can technically do that and like try hard, you know. Actually, there's like no gain for me because I don't stream it, you know. There's no gain for me. It's just like a nice gesture, you know. And then winners get rewarded. There's no gain for me there, to be honest. If I were to host something like that and give like prizes. That's like why people like, you know, like Kosu or like Tomogumudo, they would like do those Grand Assault tournaments, and because they can stream it, this gives them then like a little bit of profit. And maybe a chance to actually collab with the Blue Archive team, the official team, you know, something like that. They tried to like reach out and make something happen, but didn't work out. They can maybe like give a shout out, but they cannot really like sponsor it or anything, you know, something like that. But I wonder if the KR player would be to hold something like that. Would the Blue Archive team listen to them? Because they actually like respect and like the Korean their fan base, player base a lot more than Taiwan, America, Europe, Asia server, you know, like this kind of thing. But the chance is like there that it will not be the case, because it's just a mobile gacha game. Why go all the way to make a competition or something like that, right? It's like another console game, you know, like in those big communities like for Smash Bros, Tekken, you know, Street Fighters. It's nothing like that. They can like fully understand if they will decide against it and be like, oh no, we don't we do not have plans to support those kind of events. Thank you for the understanding, something like that. Yeah, I don't really have any gains to like make like a qualification tournament on like who reaches 40 million in like Parozilla tournament, because everybody can do it, you know. Everybody can do it. No, I kind of want to do this. Just to flex on like the archive. Just to flex on other servers that all club did that. And I can like shout out to them and make like a graphic and like make them look really cool and nice. And that can like flow into the power ranking. And be like, I raised this boy. I raised this boy. Who got like this 40 million. Actually, let's do that with the thing that we'll give like Steam gift cards for like club members. Yeah, let's do it only for club members. Not only Mets, but also like Flat, Cunisers, Pet Force, you know, Select Force, like any of them. If they can reach like 40 million, you know, we will give them like gift cards, I think. It's still, Torment's not open yet, so it is kind of like it can work out. If it's like on short notice. Normally we should have done it in further advance, but I think I can do that. But we'll make something bigger, more official, if it's like Gebra Lunatic. Gebra Lunatic. Okay. There's like one more layer of the hair. And now I'm done, I think. Yeah, you have to lighten up a little bit here. Maybe soft light? I never used something like soft light really. Like the front side. A little bit light. Put it there a little bit light. No. Yeah, I think like it's completed within 90 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna, yeah. Let's do that about the thing that I will like try to make something, do like a nice gesture for like people who are like in the clubs. Yeah. How much will it cost me? And maybe do like something like 20, 10 and 5. Yeah, 20, 10, 5. Maybe 15, 10 and 5? That would be a budget of 30 bucks. Is the price pot? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I wonder what the club members will think about this gesture. That they will get rewarded actually. To get like something everybody can reach. Will they actually like invest 3 hours each day into that? Will they not? It would be like nice to see how the motivation spread is. Okay, we'll keep this one simple, like nothing fancy on the backgrounds. Alright. I think I have it. I think I have it. Maybe like let up a little bit steam flow. I think I can do that. Yeah, then call it. I could like include some lighting, but I think that's enough. That's like a 90-minute stream. And this is my rendition of Juufuutei Raden. Not Raden, Raden. Any case, that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I will stream tomorrow again, and I will sing anime songs. But those from the dark, edgy kind of vibes. JP songs, like YOASOBI, maybe it's like some or like from some famous anime, you know, maybe like Unravel and be like have like this Ken Kaneki meme where I'm like be like swing sideways. This could be the thumbnail, you know. I think like I will draw something new for the thumbnail instead of like reusing old assets. In any case, thank you for watching, have a nice rest of the day, evening, good night, whatever time zone in the world you are, and with that I say bye bye!